guys, welcome back. So it's been quite a while since I've actually sat down and spoken to you because I've had lots of pre-recorded videos for the end of, well, on the build up to Glastonbury as well as a couple of weeks afterwards. It's nothing bad, I just kind of wanted to have a proper holiday from art, even though I absolutely love it. But today I am back with the talking videos. I do have a couple of extra videos going live on my channel from that event. If you haven't seen them yet, I'll leave them in the description box. It includes a ASMR Glastonbury vlog. I am kind of hoping to go back up to the 5 days a week process, but we'll see how we go because there's a lot changing and I've got a lot of personal issues at the moment, but also I'm kind of excited at the same time because it's like you have to do one thing, but as soon as that one thing's over with, hopefully I'll be able to do this other thing. And then yeah, just really excited, and hopefully it's going to be beneficial for you and for me. Today's point is we're going to be talking about some drawings that I did whilst at Glastonbury Festival. Now these aren't a particular special, they're just ones that I've kind of done on the spot. There was no pressure. I took with me a A4 sketchbook with some watercolours, some fineliners and some graphite. Actually found towards the end of the process that the watercolours are a lot more easier to use because you can get a lot more on the paper without it being too simple. Not saying any other drawings or anything were complex enough or not interesting enough, but I just preferred them. The colour was essential for Glastonbury Festival because it was, even if the point of reference was still, the vibrancy of the colours acted on how I felt and the festival vibe, should we call it. Okay, so I'm going to first start off with this one. This one was actually the first drawing that I did. I found myself trying to make it too realistic and not really relaxing into it. I did get the basic shapes and the lines, but then very quickly I found fineliner wasn't really working in terms of an A5 size. So that's why I started to add in bits of watercolour. Then I realised the watercolour doesn't really go with the fineliner as much, which is kind of ironic because I would have thought it would. Then we move on to this bright and beautiful one. You can see some fineliner lines within it. It's where I tried to restart the previous drawing, which didn't really work. So I was just like, I'll just go over it in watercolour pencils, and it came out really well. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this despite the fact that I've got a limited palette. I managed to get all the information down without it being too much. You can see each individual tent, and you've also got that perspective as well. I'm quite glad I did leave this white negative space at the top because it kind of just centralises it and gives you a perspective of what it actually is. Like, you can tell it's tents, but it's actually probably one of the more successful drawings that I've done from the whole experience. Being able to translate it into something else, like in my head I was like, oh, this would look quite cool as like a liner print or maybe a painting or another watercolour drawing that I can then translate properly into another technique. I forgot to mention the watercolour pens that I'm using are these ones. They are from a set that I have done a review on, and I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to see them. They are very highly rated, they're very professional and really well made, and what you get out of them is just pretty cool basically. So those two are actually done in one sitting. So this is one perspective, and then on the left hand side I can see this other arrangement of tents. One of my favourite drawings. Not to say the next couple that you're going to see are terrible, but in terms of perspective and composition, I think they're the best ones. And then after this, I drew some bins. These are some very famous Glastonbury Festival bins. They're everywhere. They're just barrels with painting designs on them, and I thought they just looked kind of cool. I think this was actually on the day when everyone came in, because I'm very lucky because I volunteer for the festival. I do the part of the litter picking. We get to go on the Sunday, so it's very calm and there's no rush to get in. There's no punters to like walk around and kind of get in your way. There's no queues. And this was the Wednesday, so me and my parents just kind of sit down and watch people watching. And we were down by where the co-op was. If any of you know where that is, it's kind of like, I think it's towards Gate B, I believe it is. And like I said, throughout the festival, there's loads of bins dotted around everywhere. They're normally in groups of 4. And I just sat here and I just thought, they look quite cool actually. I might just start drawing them. So I did. 100% sure if they're going to work as a liner print. I do think I want to try them out though, because I do actually have a liner print about this size in terms of a print. And because I've also ordered some more printing ink, spoiler alert, I want to try them out. And it's a white and a green, a white and a yellow that I want to try out, as well as some more that I've ordered, because I tried to order some inks a while ago and they never turned up, so we'll try this process this time. I tried to do some more drawings, but I found this perspective wasn't working. This is like the poles that you see as you walk down, like if you go into the other stage or the pyramid stage, you just see like these lines of poles with flags on them. Started off and then I was like, I haven't got the perspective right, I'm just going to leave it. Same with this one, there's quite a few not disasters, but ones that I haven't finished. Tried this out and I was like, the perspective isn't great. I couldn't fit it all in, and I felt like this massive tent took up too much of the space and it just didn't give any movable characteristics, like anything from behind it. It would just be the top end of it rather than several of the entrances like the other watercolour drawing does. Lastly, before the music started, because I may have got carried away with all the music that I decided not to draw, which is absolutely fine. Like, this is just something that I do whilst I'm there to gather ideas. I did take loads of pictures and loads of videos to help me understand and make me feel like I'm back there again, because the atmosphere is always so unreal and I'm always so relaxed there, and I just feel so much more me, basically. So this was the last drawing. This was on the Thursday, I believe, so the day before all the music starts. The music starts from Friday all the way to Sunday in terms of the pyramid stage. There may be a few acts on and a few DJs on as well throughout that time beforehand. But generally, this is when they take down the fencing at the start, and then you can kind of just go into the pyramid stage. Not obviously onto the stage, but you can get to go into the very front of it, also known as the mosh pit. I just really like the fact that it was more of a social day, because everyone's in, everyone's settled in, everyone's packed up. They're just waiting for a few things that are literally just relaxing, getting drunk, enjoying the sunshine, just enjoying being at Worthy Farm. And it's such a nice, like I said, it's such a nice atmosphere. Yes, you give up a comfy bed. Yes, you give up your toilet and hygiene and everything else. And you've probably travelled miles to get there. But it's so worth it. If you ever speak to anyone who goes there, like when they can't get there because either the tickets are sold out or they can't because of other commitments, it's devastating. It's like therapy. Going there is like your yearly therapy. It's your bookmark to say, well done. You've gotten through this year, just another few months. Then it's Christmas, how dare I say that word, and then you start it all over again. It kind of baffles me that the fact that, well, from my perspective, people aren't allowed in there until like Wednesday and then leave on the Monday, whereas I get to go in on the Sunday. And for me to be there a bit longer, it's more of a thing, because you get, as you go in, you get to see everything start to be built up, built properly. Little things are getting finished off. You see a lot more of this side of chaos before everyone comes in, and then when people come in, you see the best of humanity. Yes, there's going to be one or two idiots about, but you generally see the best of everything, really. Back to the drawing. Fineliner always works with the pyramid stage. It's such a delicate thing because it is a man-made structure. I like to just have it on the paper without any movement, whereas the people around it kind of just fill the space and make it more interesting, as well as the fields and trees and everything wonderful behind it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little insight into my Glastonbury Festival drawings from this year. If you have any questions, please leave in the comment section below. Like I said, I've got lots of videos planned for these next couple of weeks, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Do check them out if you haven't checked them out already. Let me know what your thoughts down in the comment section below, and don't forget to check my links in all to all my social medias and also my eBay selling account, which is in my description box, which is where you'll find all my artworks that I feature on my channel, as well as a couple of extras as well. But until then, I shall see you guys next time. Bye.